In the recorded history of Yellowstone, there are wolves, there are alphas, and then there was him. They called him the undisputed champion, the super wolf. But to the people who watched his decade-long dynasty unfold, he was something more. He wasn't a myth. He was a king who built an empire not with fear, but with a revolutionary kind of honor. This is the true story of the greatest warrior wolf who ever lived, and the formidable queen who helped build his kingdom. Our story begins not with a throne, but in the shadow of loss. A pup, later designated as number 21, was born into the Rose Creek Pack, part of the first generation of wolves reintroduced to Yellowstone. His biological father, the powerful Alpha Wolf 9, was killed when 21 was still young. From his sire, 21 seemed to inherit incredible potential, growing into a large, powerful male. But his most important lesson came from his adoptive father, Wolf 8, an underdog who taught him that you can win a fight without destroying your enemy. As a young adult, 21 left his birth pack and did something risky. But not uncommon for a wolf his age, he set out to find a new family. He found one in the Druid Peak Pack, which was in turmoil. Their alpha male had been illegally shot outside the park, leaving a power vacuum filled by a tyrannical alpha female known to researchers as Wolf 40. Wolf 40 ruled through pure aggression. She dominated her siblings, especially her younger sister, Wolf 42. To the human observers watching from miles away, it was like a wilderness fairy tale. Wolf 42 became known as Cinderella, the gentle, persecuted sister. When the handsome, black-coated stranger, Wolf 21, arrived, he wasn't drawn to the aggressive alpha, but to the quiet strength of 42. Their connection was obvious, but Wolf 40 was jealous and aggressively interfered. For years, 42 endured her sister's cruelty. Twice, Wolf 40 attacked her sister's pups, and they did not survive. But Cinderella was quietly building alliances. The other females in the pack, tired of the tyrant's rule, began to side with her. The breaking point came in the spring of 2000. Wolf 40 attacked her sister's den one last time. But this time 42, with pups to protect, fought back. Her allies joined in. The next morning, researchers found Wolf 40's battered body. It was a brutal end, the result of complex pack dynamics and years of abuse. The insurrection was over. The throne was empty. Section 2. The golden reign of the king and queen with the tyrant gone, Wolf 21 and Wolf 42 finally came together as the alpha pair, and the Druid Peak Pack was reborn. The effect was immediate. That year, 3 females gave birth to a total of 21 pups. In an astonishing display of leadership, Queen 42 moved all the pups, including her dead sisters and her nieces, into one large communal den. An incredible 20 of the 21 pups survived the year. Under their rule, the Druids entered a golden age. The pack swelled in size, and by 2001, they numbered 37 wolves. It was one of the largest wolf packs ever recorded in Yellowstone, a super pack that dominated the landscape. While 42 was the heart of the pack, often making key decisions, 21 was its undisputed sword and shield. He was a warrior unlike any other. For years, researchers watched him defend his family and territory. As far as anyone knows, he never lost a single fight. He took on rival males, sometimes multiple at once, and won every time. But it's how he won that made him a legend. Wolf 21 never killed a defeated opponent. He would overwhelm his rivals to prove his dominance, but he always let them go. This merciful approach was almost unheard of. In a world where fights with other wolves are a leading cause of death, 21 ruled with a clemency that was both revolutionary and successful. He didn't need to kill to command respect. His strength was so absolute, it gave him the power to show mercy. For nearly 7 years, the king and queen ruled side by side. Wolf 21 lived to be nearly 10, almost twice the average lifespan for a Yellowstone wolf, while 42 lived to the old age of 8. They were the architects of a dynasty and the undisputed masters of Yellowstone's vast Lamar Valley. Section 3. The long sunset, but in the wild, no rain lasts forever. By 2004, the king and queen were old. Their steps were slower, their muzzles grey. In early 2004, the queen, now 8 years old, was killed in a fight with a rival pack while defending the kingdom she had built. For those who watched him, 21's grief was obvious. He had lost his mate of 7 years, the co-ruler of his empire. His mournful howls echoed across the valley as he searched for his lost queen. For 4 months, the aging king led his pack alone. Then, in June 2004, the reign of Wolf 21 came to an end. He was nearly 10 years old, ancient for a wolf. He wasn't killed in battle or taken by sickness. Observers found his body under a tree on a high ridge overlooking the Lamar Valley, a special place where he and 42 had spent time together. The undefeated king had died peacefully of old age. It was a quiet end for a wolf whose life had been anything but. Conclusion. The legacy of Wolf 21 and Queen 42 is written across the landscape of Yellowstone. Their genetics flowed through the park for years, a testament to their success. But even legendary dynasties are fragile. The Druid Pack, once 37 strong, slowly fractured after the loss of its iconic leaders. By 2010, the pack was ravaged by disease and conflict. The direct line of the great Druid Pack came to a tragic end when its last known member, a female suffering from mange, was legally shot by a hunter outside the park. Yet, the story of Wolf 21 endures. It's the story of a warrior who proved that true strength isn't just about winning, but about the wisdom to show mercy. He was an alpha who led not through dominance alone, but through loyalty and partnership. He remains the standard against which all other alphas are measured, a king who never lost a battle, a leader who built an empire, and a legend who still reigns over the wild heart of Yellowstone. The lives of Wolf 21 and 42 show us that the world of wolves is more complex and their leadership more nuanced than we ever imagined. Their story is captured in breathtaking detail in the book The Reign of Wolf 21 by Rick McIntyre, who spent decades observing them. If you want to learn more about their incredible saga, we highly recommend checking it out. What other wildlife legends should we explore next? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more true stories from the wild.